for one last favor. He agreed to do it, grudgingly, without realizing he was being manipulated. After doing the favor, he actually wanted to get back with her. Let's look at exactly what favor she asked for, and how it works. Imagine your boss asked you to write 5 good reasons why starting work 2 hours earlier and finishing 2 hours earlier would be a good idea. So you start thinking, okay, well here in Mexico City, I'd save an hour in traffic, plus I could have lunch with my family and save another hour in traffic on the way back. I'd have the whole afternoon free and finally be able to focus on my own projects. Just because your boss asked, you start writing and writing about all the advantages of starting early and finishing early. 2 weeks later, there's a vote in the office. The options are, stick to the usual schedule or switch to starting and ending earlier. Without thinking twice, you vote for the earlier shift, because you've got all those benefits fresh in your head. What you don't know is, you were part of an experiment. Half the office had the same task as you, while the other half was asked to write about the disadvantages of starting and ending earlier. And that had a huge influence on the way they voted. The people who wrote about the downsides had those things stuck in their heads. They'd have to wake up earlier, they wouldn't get enough sleep, they wouldn't be able to go out to dinner or play soccer at night with friends. They were super clear on all the negatives. And obviously most of the people who wrote about the pros voted for the change, while most of the ones who wrote about the cons voted against it. So you're probably starting to figure out what kind of favor this clever girl asked her ex. When they broke up, all he could think about were complaints. Everything that annoyed him about the relationship. Everything he was fed up with. And she knew that. She knew she couldn't convince him with words. So instead of trying to talk him into anything, she said, I'm sure you have your reasons for wanting to end things, but could you do me one last favor? Could you write me a letter telling me what you did like about the relationship? What you appreciated about me? What you got out of this? Just 5 or 10 little things that meant something to you. He agreed, not realizing he was being psychologically manipulated. He started remembering, well, for example, when I used to come home from work, all stressed and anxious, within an hour you had me calm and happy. I also liked how you threw surprise parties for my birthday, and how thoughtful and generous you were with your gifts. You really put effort into them. Another thing I liked was how you believed in me. When I told you about my business plans and dreams, your belief in me made me believe in myself too. And as he kept writing, all the good memories started coming back. He wrote things like, I liked that we got into mischief together, like the time we slept over at your parents' place and no one noticed. And little by little, his face changed, from angry and determined to soft, nostalgic, even happy. After writing 4 full handwritten pages, he told her, your letter's ready. And she replied, I'm out of town, but I'll come by Monday to pick it up and say goodbye. Thank you for doing this. I love you. So all those positive memories kept marinating in his head. And when she showed up Monday to give him one last hug and kiss, he said, I've been thinking, do you want to give this another try?